Hello and welcome again to the Haring Home Show. We're here at 582 North Walnut Drive with, what's your name again? I'm just kidding. Join us as we take you on an in-depth tour of 3 unique homes, exploring the extraordinary towns and amazing stories that Ohio has to offer.
Welcome to the all-new Haring Home Show, brought to you by My Floors.
We're here at 1185 Shire Road in Mansfield, and we're about to be joined by Lori Holden Showstedt to show us this unique home. Lori, welcome back. It's so good to see you again.
Thanks, Brooke. It's great to see you too. And I actually brought you a flag. We at Haring Realty are passing out flags to help us show and remember our freedoms by lining our homes with these flags.
Thank you. I will use this at my house for sure.
Awesome.
Lori, let's first just start with this space. This is such a great area of the home.
Oh, you're right, Brooke. This is a one-of-a-kind space. 2-story great room with a wooden spiral staircase, beautiful windows open to nature. We've got a 2-story curved fireplace that just brings a chic aesthetic feel to the great room. Not to mention the open floor plan that's so desirable today that leads into the step-down living room and also a heated sunroom.
When I first came in, this space is so livable. I could totally see myself enjoying this all year.
As a realtor, many times I walk into homes and I go home and to my husband and say, you know, honey, I saw a house today that I really like.
That temptation is so real. I feel it too. Every time we do an episode, there's a new home I fall in love with that I just want to call you up and say, Lori, show me that house.
Absolutely.
Lori, it didn't take long after I stepped foot in here to realize how well everything is made in this home.
Brooke, this is a very well-built home. It was built by Steve Bolance, and he was known in the area back in the 90s as being the top choice builder. The new owner can have a real peace of mind knowing Steve had a high standard that he rose everybody to meet. So great house, quality throughout.
It really is such a well-built home. The quality is here, like you said, and it's so unique. I haven't seen anything like this before.
A true one-of-a-kind. There's practical thought behind it, like for example, the slope of the roof is designed for all the debris just to kind of slide off the roof. So there's practical design there. And then the owners really had a great eye for artistic geometric shapes with the triangles and the curved 2-story fireplace, the circular stairway, the owner's loft. I mean, there's just so many different shapes and textures here. It's truly a one-of-a-kind, a real distinctive home for Richland County.
Before we dig into the rest of the house, I want to talk about the wooded lot out there. The drive up is beautiful. Everything about where they put this home on the property is perfect.
It truly is. You go through the wooded lane, up a gradual hill that opens up just a tad bit over 11 acres. Another great thing about the property too is where it's located as far as Richland County, very close to I-71, the Lexington, Ontario area. This is Ontario schools as well too. So great proximity in Richland County as well.
Lori, I know there's a lot here to cover, but I want to know everything about this home.
All right, Brooke. Well, let me start with one of my favorite spots, and that is the owner's loft upstairs. So you go up this solid wood spiral staircase, leads you up to the owner's suite, which is a loft. Beautiful hardwood knotty pine floors. The master bath is very unique where it has actually a curved dual vanity that sits there, and a beautiful soaking tub with jets. And not to mention, there is 2 walk-in closets and actually an extra storage room. So it was just beautifully done. Even the shapes and curves are displayed upstairs as well. And then there's a little loft area that can be used as a home office as it's being used now. And I almost forgot to mention one of the best features of the owner's suite, and that is it has its own private wooden deck up there that would be perfect to wake up to a morning cup of coffee, enjoying nature with some absolutely wonderful views. Let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. It's open, as I said before, to the living spaces. It has a breakfast area and it leads out to the heated sunroom. We also have 2 bedrooms on the main floor with actually a bathroom that separates the 2. Let's talk about some garage space. So the attached garage space is 3.5 cars. And the lower level, the owner designed it specifically for a pull-in garage where there's a concrete ramp where you can actually store approximately 6 average size cars there. Not to mention there is also a 16 by 24 barn.
This sounds like an outdoor lover's dream. You could have all the 4-wheelers and gators you ever wanted.
You're absolutely right. Plenty to do in nature here. Not only does this have some artistic appeal to it, but it has real practicality that is involved with much of the storage. There's pantry in the hallway, the laundry room. There's plenty of storage there. It's very large, very flexible in its function. The lower level has additional living space with a room that you could use as an office or a 4th bedroom with an adjacent full bath attached to it.
As a mom, you said 2 of my favorite words, functional and flexible.
Yes.
Lori, as always, it's a pleasure to be with you on the Haring Home Show. You're a staple of our community and we're thankful. If someone wanted to get in touch with you or any of the other Haring realtors, how could they do that?
Well, Brooke, thanks for having me on the show. I do feel honored and privileged to be here. Please give us a call, or you could visit us on our website anytime.
And now it's time for the Haring Key highlights. 11 acres of some of the most beautiful property that Richland County has to offer. An owner's suite with a private balcony, beautiful views, and a large ensuite. And who doesn't want a home with an open floor plan like this?
At My Floors, we've learned a few things in over 40 years of doing business. We've learned that when you put quality, people, and integrity above all else, it's good business. We welcome you to stop by our showroom and talk to our talented in-house designers and meet our knowledgeable contractors that take pride in their work. We have a larger selection of flooring than many of the big box stores and can upgrade any home. Our goal is to provide that personal touch without sacrificing on selection. My Floors, a family-owned business that cares about making your next remodel an experience that leaves a lasting impression.
We're here at 582 North Walnut Drive in Mansfield, and we're about to be joined by Technology and Marketing Manager Adam Gongwer, who's showing us a home which is a listing of Loretta Wade's. Adam, it's so good to have you again on the Haring Home Show. I can't wait to hear about this home.
Well, thanks for having me, Brooke.
Adam, you and I go way back. We've worked together in different capacities for years now, but I'd like to know a little bit more about why you choose to be the marketing manager at Haring Realty.
Well, I retired recently as a police officer, and Haring had the reputation and has the reputation of being a very strong, community-minded real estate agency. And I've got a background in graphics, I do a lot of marketing, and Peter's innovation in technology and the app that he uses for the agents to talk inside the office, and the websites that the homes go out to when they get listed, and the Haring Home Show, that no other agency in the area is doing anything like this, digitally streaming home show. The 3D Matterports that we use. We're one of the few agencies that have a 3D tour of the home when you list it. The professional photography. Our agents don't go in with their iPhone and take photos. We hire a professional photographer to photo your home and make it look the best it can on the MLSs. And also the Haring agents and the agency as a whole their attention to detail, and how they care for the client, whether they're helping someone buy a home or they're helping to list a home, and all of the different tips and advice and all the things that they help the seller with, getting their home on market, getting the best price they can, and getting it sold quickly. And also, with me being a marketer for several years, I just love and enjoy being able to help get the word out about Haring Realty and all the agents and what they can do for you.
So Adam, we're here in Walnut Hills, and this community is pretty cool. Tell us more about it.
So Walnut Hills, located between Lexington and Mansfield city limits, but it is in Lexington School District. It's several streets. They just recently put curbing and new asphalt down, so it looks great outside. So this is a traditional 4-level split, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It has a newer roof, brand new siding. It also has new flooring in the kitchen and in the 2 baths. Wonderful large backyard for playing, recreating, reading under the trees. It also sits nestled along the street here. Wonderful neighbors, great neighborhood.
This house seems like it's the place where your kids want to play with the other kids, and everybody just kind of ends up here.
Very family oriented in this neighborhood, great school district, as we've talked about earlier. Just a wonderful location, very easy to get to downtown Mansfield, out to Ontario, into Lexington. If you want to get to the highway, if you're a commuter, very short distance just to get to 13 and 71.
So from where I'm standing, I have a great view of the backyard. It's really nice.
It's about a ½ acre. This home's at about 2,200 square feet, so it's one of the larger homes in Walnut Hills. But if you get tired of being in the backyard, it's just a short walk to the community pool here at Walnut Hills.
I heard pool. It's going to be a hot one this summer. That's going to come in handy.
It will come in handy, especially if you have young ones that can spend the day at the pool, relaxing, reading your favorite book while the kids splash in the water.
Get them tired, bring them home. That's how I like to do it.
Sounds good.
So I want to know, what's your favorite feature of this home?
Boy, for sure, the lower level that has a recreation room with a fireplace, walkout basement, and a wet bar right beside the half bath. I could live down there all summer.
That was the standout for me as well.
Very nice.
Adam, as always, it's good to see you. If someone wanted to reach out to a member on your team, how could they do that?
I would encourage them to go to our website and look at the different agents that we have on our agent team page. They can call the main office, make an appointment with an agent. Agents will come out to their house. There are lots of ways that a person can get in touch with any of our trusted agents.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me.
And now it's time for the Haring Key highlights. Location, location, location. Here you'll find yourself in a family-friendly neighborhood in the Lexington School District. This home is on a private ½ acre lot that would be great for any family. The basement of this home would be great for entertaining.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
We're here at 1360 Royal Oak Drive in Mansfield, and we're about to be joined by broker Pete Haring, who's filling in today for Bob Maxey on this listing. Peter, we're so glad to have you here on the show. Welcome.
Well, it's great to be here with you today, Brooke. Looking forward to this.
So this is the second house we've seen today that has a spiral staircase. That's so unique.
It is very unique. I can only think of probably 5 to 10 homes in the last 30 years that I've seen that. And so it gives the home a little bit of character, and people today, they want something that's a little different, not so cookie cutter. And this provides some character and makes it a home a kind of special place.
Through my experience on the Haring Home Show, I've gotten to know a lot of your sales associates and the ways that they go above and beyond for their clients and how they get a home ready for sale. Can you expand a little bit on what that looks like?
Sure. I think when we think about getting a home ready for sale, that's really something our sellers are looking to us for guidance. That's commonly referred to as staging. And first off, It's usually, I focus on at the beginning, making a good first impression. When someone pulls in the driveway and walks up to the front door, there's nothing that would distract the buyer. That's number one. Number two, oftentimes there's a few too many pieces of furniture, okay? And so we may go into the living room or family room and ask the seller to take out a few things. It will improve give buyers a longer line of sight. If we have too much, it'll give the impression that maybe the home just isn't big enough. And usually it's plenty big. It just, the excess furniture will make it appear smaller. Then we'll also provide some accents. Maybe there's a few accent pieces on tables and so on that in a home like we have today, oftentimes we'll advise clients if they have some extra pieces of furniture, or we can present the lifestyle that a living room, dining room, or family room has. That can help people visualize how the home could be lived in.
So we're in the Royal Oak neighborhood. We've been here before, but for those who aren't familiar, break it down and tell us what this neighborhood is like.
Okay, I would say this has always been considered one of Richland County's premier neighborhoods. And part of the reason is there's a variety of architecture in the home. There's ranch homes, two-story homes. Today, the neighborhood's expanded and they've continued to build larger, just homes have been built in the last 2 or 3 years in this same neighborhood. So it's one thing that makes it so attractive is it's so convenient. It's a 4-minute drive to Kroger's, and it's a really nice Kroger store. Shopping's convenient, lots of restaurants here. It's in the Lexington School District. You really feel a little bit like you might be just at the edge of the country, but all the conveniences. We're in the city of Mansfield. All the safety services are available, and then we have a great school system, of course, too.
So Pete, here's one of my favorite parts of this show.
Okay.
Sell me this home.
Okay, Brooke. Well, one thing, if I think about this home, what does it offer a buyer? I think it really gives them time. Number one is there is not a lot of maintenance with this home. It's all brick. Most of the home has been recently updated. When you walk in the front door, what I like about this, the spiral staircase, this is really a focal point of the home. With it being an open staircase, connects the first floor to the second floor. It connects that lower level to the main level. And what makes what is really a 2,000 square foot ranch, it really essentially almost turns it into a 3,000 or 4,000 square foot ranch because the two are open and connected. Here on the main level, we have really a very expansive living room open to the dining room, and we can walk back into the kitchen, which is updated with granite countertops. It has an updated kitchen. There at the back side of the kitchen, back by the laundry room, we have a private study that looks out onto the backyard, which is fenced in. We have a 3-season room, so you can, again, enjoy the backyard.
Pete, you mentioned the basement. It is massive.
It sure is, Brooke. I think the length of one of the rooms is 56 feet long, so you could really accommodate if you're having a family gathering, people coming back, tons of room to gather down there. There's a fireplace, a wet bar, and even an indoor grill. One thing I did notice down there too, at the back side of the basement, for those, some people, including my wife, have a lot of clothes, okay? And so they've set up a huge closet down there for seasonal clothing. And so it's really kind of a nice feature to have there.
I feel like you know your audience when you're telling me
That's
that.
right.
Pete, it's always so nice having you here on the show. Thank you for the expertise that you lend to it.
Sure, Brooke. I was glad to be here.
And now it's time for the Haring Key highlights. A newly renovated kitchen. A large basement with a fireplace, a wet bar, and a built-in grill. This home is located in the beautiful Royal Oak neighborhood.